Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noob. And with me, Pika.
Hey.
And we're recording this right after the premiere of his Green Lantern Secret Origins versus the movie comparison video. But
yeah,
fitting enough, we should get back into Green Lantern right now, as we'll be going over the Alpha Lantern story arc, Red Lanterns, and probably Agent Orange all in one video. We might split it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on how it goes. But
let's see how it flows.
Yep, let's see how it goes. But but yeah, so this is right after Sinestro Corps. And this is really Jeff Johns doing something that Morrison needed. Because that was the whole point. The Alpha Lanterns were more for Morrison. When you really think about it.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Okay. But yeah, the Alpha Lanterns were basically the internal affairs.
I brought that up also in the first flight video when I talked about
Boudica.
Boudica.
Yep, and let's just say I don't like how the Alpha Lanterns end up by the end. It just feels like such a waste when we ever get there.
Yeah. It's again one of those things that started out as a concept, but then on the long run it gets dropped.
Yeah, definitely. We had no choice. The universe was threatened by a violent wave of terror when the Sinestro Corps attacked, and the Green Lanterns were considered an empty threat. Until we rewrote the Book of All and created 10 new laws. We never get all 10 of them!
Yeah, just that one.
No. We get that. First, it's they shall not, and they can kill Sinestro Corps. Then it's expanded as a second law to use lethal force against anyone. Then it's the having romantic feelings among the Corps, which then gets removed eventually. But then we don't go anywhere further than that. There's another case of Jeff Johns setting something up that doesn't go anywhere. The first allowing lethal force to be used. And the funny thing is, they don't even treat it like it's new laws. It's more like we have the opening for new laws. And they don't implement them till well after the fact. It's like, how can you create new laws when they're not even created yet?
You know, the Green Lantern run, that could work, that could use the Invincible treatment of getting an animated rewrite as an adaptation to fix some of these issues.
Definitely. But yeah, allowing them to use against the Sinestro Corps. But my fellow guardian, we cannot repeal that law despite the problem it has brought. Where the Guardians were once 12, we are now 9. The Sinestro Corps have been pushed back into the darkness, but they are still out there. And it is for that reason and the unpredicted tragedy that occurred yesterday. What happened yesterday with the Lost Lantern is debatable, but it is being handled at this moment. We must all agree to initiate this new faction of our Corps to support our first new law and prepare for the implementation of our second. As of now, the Alpha Lanterns are bored. Wait, there should be more to that image.
Huh.
Hold on. Also, wait a minute. Does it feel like we're
Not to mention, if that's Boudica,
no, that's not. No, that's Kraken. That's Kraken.
Oh yeah, that one that
on Final Crisis.
Granny Goodness possessed her in Final Crisis.
Yeah, Granny Goodness takes over.
Is this a flash forward, or did they make them, you know?
I gotta double check, but hold on, I'm scrolling through. I gotta double check this. This cannot be right. Yep, it got cut off.
Huh. Just.
Hold on, I'm just scrolling on ahead very quickly.
Remember?
That was a jump forward. That was a jump forward. This is a jump forward.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday. Duh. Yeah. It says yesterday.
Yeah. Cut out these misunderstandings.
No. Dude, we gotta keep it there because I had to show the full page.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Hal Jordan. I'm the officer of the Green Lantern Corps, Spectre 2814. Been at war. That war is over. I won. And you won? That's pretty funny coming from a guy who just got drop kicked through Coast City. Funny, Jordan. Then why aren't you smiling? We lost hundreds of Green Lanterns because of you, Sinestro. Some of them you used to call friends. We called them colleagues. I never called them friends. I never called anyone a friend, except for Abin Sewer and then you. You remember the old days, Hal, when we disobeyed the Guardian's old territorial edict, when we hunted and found Abin Sewer's killer, when you finally faced the man you blamed for your father's death? Good times. Important times. They were long ago, weren't they? When I first discovered the yellow impurity was alive after the Guardians imprisoned me within the central power battery, it took years of planning to release it. Instilling fear in the Guardians of the universe, that took a lifetime. So your war, the entire Sinestro Corps, was manufactured only to manipulate the Guardians, to trick them into enabling our rings to use lethal force? I don't believe it. The Green Lantern Corps would have lost if not for that law. You believe that, don't you? The remaining members of my corps have retreated. They will continue to spread fear. They will tell tales of the Green Lantern Corps. They will tell the story of how you used your power rings to kill to protect the backwater nothing planet called Earth. Tell me, Jordan. Tell me look in my eyes and tell me that you don't agree with this law. You won't argue with the Guardians this time. Lethal force was necessary, and it will be necessary again. I knew all you do is ramble on to feed your ego. Then why did you come down here? To tell an old friend, I'm sorry. Sorry? Thanks to the new law, you aren't just sitting in an Owen science cell, Sinestro. You're on death row. You can still see he's pondering it. Like how to think about it.
Yeah, pros and cons. Did I do? Is this enough? Is this enough that I can accept it, or do I need to do more?
My name's John Stewart. I'm Hal Jordan's partner, the second Green Lantern assigned to Space Sector 2814. I'm the guy that's always trying to build it better. And by it, I mean a lot of things. A bridge, a battle plan, myself. The Guardians say we won. The war against the Sinestro Corps, but I heard mission accomplished before. Victory is as temporary as everything else in this universe. I came back to the spot after we freed Hal from Parallax. Again, after we stopped Prime from flying through Oa. After every win, while Hal finds a girlfriend to shack up with, Guy drinks Kilowog under the table, and Kyle locks himself in his studio to paint things no other human has ever seen, I come here. Over 60 million beings died when the planet Xanshi star system was destroyed. If I hadn't refused help, I could have saved it. I still love how this always haunts him. Most other creators would just ignore it, but no. This is kept as part of its character and will never, ever go away. Even though it was in just some random mini event. You know, that Jim Starlin did, Cosmic Odyssey. We got to cover that.
Okay, yeah.
We should cover that at some point.
Yo.
When I was locked up on Quad, Parallax tried to torture me with my failure. What Parallax didn't realize is I've made it my fuel. I've learned to put my ego aside. Now I think every last detail through. Then I bleed and I hurt. And I yell as much as I have to get the job done. Warning. Wait. How is it any different from what Hal did with Coast City?
I just saw the similarity with it.
Warning. Willpower exceeded power range capabilities. When I was in the Marine. I think because Hal wanted to go beyond, whereas for John, this is enough. Because the same thing happened.
Yeah.
I think that's what
I was trying to just build rebuild Ghost City with as a construct
and make it real.
Hold it.
Yeah.
There.
Whereas here, he's using it as a symbol. But when I was in the Marines, they used to say pain is a weakness, leaving the body. It's just about out. There's much to do in the wake of this war. Our prime latched and launched the antimatter core into deep space. It vanished in the 600s. As the antimatter power it may still possess is too dangerous to leave uncontained. My scar from coming into direct contact of it will never heal. I gotta say, I do like how that's basically the reason why Scar happened. It was through the antimatter. I like that was the reason.
Yeah.
I would suggest K221 lead the search and recovery had she not joined Omni and Metro Pre in their hunt for Crib, the child abductor of the Sinestro Corps. That won't get played until much later in the Sinestro Corps, in the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
That won't be until a few arcs later. The Lanterns with children are concerned that which may be after theirs next. Perhaps the Lost Lantern, The Lost Lanterns have requested they notify Kihan's family of his death and return his body to them. Morrow had made the proper preparation, and he assures me that Kihan's marker will still shine brightly in the Tesseract chamber of the crypts. Notify the families personally. It's most irregular. The Lost Lanterns spent years held prisoner by the Manhunters. 2 of their own were killed on Quard. They have been through a lot. My guardians, I've never asked you to deviate from the rules, but I ask you now. Your unquestioning loyalty to Oa has been most appreciated, Ansalik. The request is granted. Thank you. Liara sheds all her tears for Kihan. I know he was one of us, but so was Chance. Their bond was different. I don't understand, Hanu. No offense, Boudica, but you're not the type to. Kihan and helped train Lyra when she was first recruited. She fell in love with him, and he was her. But Kihan had a family back home, so they never did anything about it. Why would anyone hide their feelings? To protect the feelings of others. True warriors never hide their passion. Look at it this way, then. Lyra's not hiding it now. I gotta say, that's an interesting idea, that they were in love, but at the same time, not going to act on it.
Yeah, it's so similar concepts that I think about it have come across I think the Seven Deadly Sins anime manga had this one character who was basically a third wheel in a romance of two people, but the first 2 people they were already in a relationship, and the third wheel, she had like enough that she was brave enough to admit it, and then basically support and help and do whatever ever there was that she could help with the threat that they were facing off in that arc. And then the second, the other party of the couple that was so moved that actually it's kind of hard to explain. It was a weird concept.
I missed you. I missed you too, Highball. Afternoon, cowgirl. Saw them, all them lights in the sky. You must have had one hell of a night. I've had better. Well, I know that. Recommend wants us in the air in the next 30. They're put in flight and flutter under the microscope today. See how stable we can be at 300 and at 300 knots. Before I forget, yeah, thanks for saving the world, superhero. The rich speeds and altitude, sir. Start the data feed, you two. Roger that. Eyeball, car girl, do you read me? What the hell's going on up there? I've never seen any flying like that, sir. I don't know how they're doing it. Doing what? They're flying in perfect sync. Ha! I did miss you. Shut up. So she does appear a bit more, but then they just drop her.
Yeah, but like I wrote into that speech probably in my video, until Jeff Johns got bored of using her.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Now I do love it out. After Sinestro Corps now Coast City has the reputation of being the city without fear. Much like how which one of the Flash cities was it that never sleeps or never is always in a hurry?
Keystone or Central City?
One of the two. Guy and Kyle led the reconstruction on the East Coast. Hal and I have got the West. Though there's not much damage beyond the building that they tossed Sinestro through. And then what is requiring so much of your time, John Stewart? Up until last week, less than 16,000 people lived in a city designed for 7 million. There were over 200 buildings in various states of construction collecting dust. Now they can't get them finished fast enough. The people are making in their pilgrimage to a place of great willpower, John. The tale of Earth's Coast City is already written into the Book of Oa. Those that stood alongside Hal Jordan in the face of fear will be remembered. Did you find anything more about this prophecy? There's no mention of anything uncovered by Abin Sur in the Book of Oa, and I cannot find a chapter entitled The Blackest Night, though my bring is picking up traces of fresh ash. Jansen said Abin Sur might have told your father about it, Tomar. They were pretty tight. I am planning on a trip home to see if I can find anything that might inform us further on this matter. But perhaps Gansett was mistaken. The Guardians must have had a reason for banishing Gansett. Their eagerness to trust others as Admiral, Tomar, if not often misplaced. Tomar 2, Graf Torres. Your request regarding Keon has been granted by the Guardians. I suspected nothing less given his sacrifice. You are also aware the Hall of Great Services is currently closed to officers. Forgive my curiosity, Salak. As you know, I have a passion for studying ancient scriptures. My father was once the keeper of the Book of Oa, Salak. He never kept his pages from any of his fellow officers. My father believed in the value of openness and honesty. Live in different times, Tomar 2, and a different universe. I suggest you get back to it. Graf, Tomar, you still there? I could actually see the skyline growing as I flew in. Sorry, I'm late checking in. What was her name? Hyperspace disengaged. Approaching the planet Vara. You don't have to do this, Lyra. You could still. Keon's family was more important to him than anything, Hanu. That means they're important to me. Graf, by the lights, God. Ring, scan. No, what happened here? Scanning. Green Lantern 286's life made an offspring. Life readings negative. Who did this? And I did, Lyra. I'm Unsur, Sinestro Corps officer of Space Sector 2814. I give myself up willingly. Murderer! Easy, Lyra. They've been dead for hours. Why would he wait at the scene of the crime? He was waiting for us. And why? And why target Keon's family? Because we don't have any family, Boudica. This is about what happened on Earth, isn't it, Amon? It's because we showed everyone who you truly are. When we fought over Coast City, this coward fled the battlefield. Your father would be ashamed. And your father, Tomar, too? Would he be proud of a lantern so naive? One who flies around with such wide eye and simple thoughts? Unlike you, Tomar, I strive for greatness within my core. When the others hear my imprisonment in the science cell for what I've done, they will be inspired to follow my example. There will be attacks on the families of those Green Lanterns who perished in our great war across the universe. I will instill great fear, and they will forget what happened on Earth. I give up, Lanterns. Arrest me! My powering has been enabled to use lethal force against any member of the Sinestro Corps. So die! So sacrificing a Monsieur for this moment. What do you think?
Yeah. Kind of looking at the way how the drawn look on his face, he didn't expect this to happen.
What do you think about that? Sacrificing Amon for this. And I think he served his purpose.
Yeah, pretty much. No reason to see what to do with him after this. Except to have as a background character on group shots for the Sinestro Corps.
Yeah, so here at least he still has a purpose. What have you... Oh, Lyra. What have you done? Where's that yellow ring going? Find out on the trail of the Lost Lanterns begin.
Yeah.
Poor Lyra.
But yeah, still executing surrendered prisoner criminals and such. Yeah, that's...
Yep. And I'm not going to keep reading these all. My name is Hal Jordan or anything like that.
It's good enough for it's understandable, justified for issue opening, but we can all admit that the CW overdid them, that they come across as a cliche.
Right. Wake up! A code yellow 1 is in progress. I was having a good night's sleep for once. I doubt John was doing the same thing. Code yellow 1 to find a Sinestro Corps ring inbound in search of a new bearer. And get back on the clock, gentlemen. Nothing like a little night call to keep you sharp. I was up. You're always up. You learn how to live off 3 hours of sleep in the Marine. That's not like that country club you call the Air Force. Between aeronautical engineering classes and flight plan tests, I was lucky if I got 2, jarhead. And you know a pilot's life expectancy gets cut in half. You ever wonder what a Green Lantern's life expectancy is? Average service time for a Green Lantern before death, 4 years, 3 months, 1 day, 13 hours, and 7 minutes. That was a rhetorical question, Ring. There it is. I see it. Damn thing's fast. We're faster. Oh! Jonathan Crane of the planet Earth. You have the ability to instill great fear. Welcome to the Sinestro Corps. Sorry, Scarecrow. No trips out of Oz for you. Someone's still sending yellow rings from Cord. I thought the forgeries were shut down, Salak. They were, John. Vulk and his reconnaissance squad neutralized the weaponers refineries last night. The ring hover before you isn't new. It belonged to the Sinestro Corps of Space Sector 2814. Monsieur? Yes, Hal. The son of your predecessor is dead. Monsieur was killed, Salak. Salak. Monsieur was murdered by one of the last lanterns, Lyra of Sector 112. Oh. In accordance with the first new law, lethal force is authorized against any member of the Sinestro Corps. With all due respect, Salak, I suspect you have yet to view the ring log of the incident. I have witnessed So that was the guy with all due respect, Salak, I suspect you have yet to view the ring log of the incident. I have witnessed the log of the confrontation, and Chase and Lyra did nothing but follow the strict code of the Corps. Cold-blooded slaughter on your medieval world may garner less than a glance, sir, or a detour. But where I hail from, save it, Commander Varix. Where you hail from, a murderer cannot be sentenced to more than 2 years of imprisonment. Statistically speaking, Kraken, that's Kraken. So that's how she looked beforehand.
Okay.
Interesting design. She definitely gets the most altered. There has been a murder on Varix in Home Planet. There hasn't been a murder on Varix Home Planet in over 74 years. My people live to obey the law. He sounds like Sinestro. Varix religion is his uniform, and Relak. Ignore the soft-hearted and Kraken. They are ignorant, and the soft-hearted Kraken. They are ignorant of the true horrors of the universe. Must we listen to the hardship and you and Kraken face on Apocalypse again, Raker? Your stories of the Force World. The Force World is more important to the future.
That's
knew.
why.
John
Manny.
knew ahead of time. He knew. He had to have known. We didn't know at this point, but in retrospect, he had to have known.
Oh.
Right? Grant had to have told him.
Hmm.
It's to this future of this universe, and it will ever be blasphemy. And enough debate. What be it then? I trust Keon's friends to answer that for us. We were at the scene, Lost Lanterns. Was it just? You were at the scene, Lost Lanterns. Was it justice or murder? Murder, 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 murder! You were there! This coward tore apart Keon's family! He killed children in an attempt to inspire the other remaining Sinestro Corps members to do the same! It was justice! And she obliterates his body!
Yeah, just digging herself deeper into the hole she's in.
Yeah, shut down your weapon, Lyra! We had and heard Amonthur survived a serious cranial injury. More than that, Tomar, his head was blown clean off, but he's not a Zorian. There's no coming back from this. Amonthur is dead. This isn't your business, Jordan. Back off, Boudica. When I'm chasing yellow rings, you should have caught. It's my business. You're talking about Amon's ring. I'm sorry, Jordan. We had our hands full. Where are the Guardians, Salak? We are here. They destroyed the ring. And though there are thousands of yellow power rings still in existence, that one will no longer threaten your sector, Hal Jordan. We realize the complexities the first new law may carry with it. But it should be obvious that lethal force against a member of the Sinestro Corps is an officer's last resort. To kill in a moment of overwhelming rage will not be tolerated, regardless of the circumstances. Feeding negative emotion will only serve to threaten in this universe. Lyra of Sector 112, you have been suspended. What? He deserves. You are facing charges of murder and are hereby stripped of your power ring and badge. He deserved to die. That will be determined at your trial. In order to support our first law and ensure the enforcement of the next 9, we will be instating a new faction of the Green Lantern Corps. New faction? I was not aware of your preparation, and you were preparing a police force within our police force, Salak. Emotions can cloud judgment. Emotions can distort justice. We cannot allow that to happen. I'm getting deja vu. What was the whole point behind the Manhunters?
Yeah.
Scanning the Corps for enforcers. And they go to all of them, even to John. An Alpha Lantern? What the hell's an Alpha Lantern? So yeah, Green Man, Kraken, Chaselin, Varix, and Boudica, and John. It's the highest honor one could achieve within the Green Lantern Corps. A simple touch to the Alpha Lantern hovering before you will acknowledge your acceptance of your extended duty. And what extended duty is that? In times of necessity, an Alpha Lantern will not only patrol their sector, they will investigate inappropriate and unlawful behavior within the Green Lantern Corps. I can hear it speaking to me. The Alpha Lantern will mainline your mind directly to the Book of Oa, your body directly to the central power battery. An Alpha Lantern can never charge its ring. An Alpha Lantern can never sleep and never sleep. And upon acceptance, an Alpha Lantern will receive an additional power ring. But in exchange for this honor and power, you must leave who and what you are forever behind in order to move forward. Still, why me? You have always strived to break away from the pact, Green Man. From Uxar to the Corps. The Guardians recognize that, and they reward it. Policing the police? After today's debate, I say we need to. We don't even know what the other 9 laws are, Chaselin. I trust the Guardians as much as they trust me. So he's accepted in preparation for cosmic surgery. It is an honor, Kraken. The power you would wield could help in our war against the forces of apocalypse. I live for justice, and justice alone. I shall do whatever is necessary to better serve it. My choice is easy, Raker. Sorry, guys, I'm not leaping into anything until I know more about the changes within the Book of Oa. So no thanks. You're disappointed, John Stewart. Very disappointed. Of course, given what the Guardians are going, it's obvious what they wanted. An Earth Lantern under their sway.
Oh. That's honest disappointment.
Mm-hmm. You must locate the corpse of the Antimatter. Me, Guardian, your crusade against the life-consuming Starbreaker and its vampiric followers is a well-documented tale, Ash. Despite what those monsters did to your wife, you have hunted them to the blackest corners of your sector without fear. Not afraid of the dark. Good. If there's any trace of the Antimatter's power left within its rotting husk, it could be exploited. I believe even now there are others seeking out this power. Do you understand, Green Lantern? This is the most urgent and sacred mission. The other Guardians, they do know you're here, don't they? Of course. Uh-oh!
Yeah.
But, oh, this is when I started to hate the Guardians after this. This is...
Just looking at the still images like this is already...
In days
imagine this as moving parts.
Yep. In days of peace, in nights of war, obey the laws forevermore. Misconduct must be answered for. Where was the chosen? The Alpha Corps! Arrest me. Amon-Sur was giving himself up. You had no need to enact Elisa Force. You don't need to point your ring in the direction of its target. I never have. Amon-Sur was still armed. What if it was your brother that he killed, Jordan? Your family? What would you have done? Uh-oh!
And it almost was.
Yep. All further debate will be at your trial, Liara. You don't expect me to sit in a science cell. I'm not a criminal. Not yet. We will stand by your side, Lyra, and you and the rest of the Last Lanterns already have condemned me, Graf. This law is new, Lyra. It's complicated. Surely you can understand. Enough of this! I will not be judged by the Guardians, not by anyone. Lyra, please, you will only make things, power levels depleting. Our rings are losing energy. Impossible. How? We'll take it from here, Green Lanterns. My God. Boudica? No lanterns escaped the Alpha Lanterns.
Oh, yeah, they're already paraphrasing the Manhunters.
Yep. The Alpha Lanterns will embody the best elements of each military faction we had a hand in creating. The sentient drive and suppressors of the Green Lanterns. What the hell did they do to him? The efficiency and logic of the Manhunters. The Alpha Lanterns are active. It is time to enact the second law. And this is, again, all this is so Jeff Johns can establish the Alpha Lanterns for Morrison in Final Crisis. But he makes it work.
Oh, at least there's that.
Yep. I am not a fool like Abin-Sur was, Qua. Yes, Atrocitus. You are an even greater one than he. It was I who planted the seed of fear within Abin-Sur. In turn, Abin-Sur spread the prophecy like a disease to the Guardians of the Universe. And because of your recklessness, the Guardians altered our sentence on this dismal world. We were to be transferred to their science cell. Instead, they left us on Yzmal to rot for eternity. I don't like Mike McCone's Atrocitus.
That voice,
and this was technically his first appearance. This is before Secret Origins. After centuries of rage festering in my heart, I have learned the means of escape is within my grasp. Your innards will give me the freedom, Quill, and your blood and my power. I will have my revenge against the being who called himself the greatest Green Lantern. I will have my revenge against Sinestro. So yeah, it gives a nice summary of everything. We don't need to go over all that.
Recap.
Yep. Boudica, is that you? Lyra of Sector 112. You have been charged with the murder of Amon-Sur, Sinestro Corps member of Sector 2814. You are under arrest. Oh, I love it. Part Green Lantern, part Manhunter. They're what every cop loves. Internal affairs. I look at them, what they become, and like every other Lantern around me, I feel fear creep across my shoulders. Sinestro was right. The universe is changing, and his fingerprints are all over it. I've been up for 39 hours, started off chasing a yellow ring through the night streets of Gotham. Now I'm confronted with a fellow officer accused of murder and the son of the Green Lantern who gave me this ring. Solak told John and me that we didn't have to stay for this. Trial of the Lost Lantern will commence, but I owe Lyra that much. She's one of the lanterns I tore through when I was possessed by Parallax, but she had it rough long before that. After Sinestro, her father was the only other renegade. Oh! He committed suicide when Lyra attempted to arrest him. That's why she took her fight with the Sinestro Corps so personally. I gotta look this up quickly.
Oh.
I am curious on this. Her father was one beforehand. That's interesting. Kentor Omoto. And oh, he was also an Emerald Knight. He was an Emerald Knight. Oh, introduced and killed off in Green Lantern Corps Quarterly in '93. Was demoted from the Corps for political interference on his home planet. He attempted to influence Jai's council, whose progressive laws turned his home into an immoral, strange place. After being stripped of his ring, Kentor joined a cult that worshipped him, and he turned into a new terrorist leader, the Golden Dragon. So yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains a lot. The prosecution stands ready, as does the defendant. She's blinded by hatred. I don't understand. The new law states lethal force have been approved against members of the Sinestro Corps. Amon-Sir slaughtered Keon's family. He murdered innocents. Melit Dasim of Sector 103 present the indictment. Yes, Guardians, though I wish to make it clear. Although I take great pride in the trials of the enemies of the Corps, I take no pleasure in acting as prosecutor against a fellow Green Lantern. Noted Malit and Malit Dasim. Now continue with the proceedings. Yes, well, we have all viewed the recording. Of course, summarizes that. Upon confrontation, Lyra assaulted her fellow corpsman, garnering the attention of the Alpha Lanterns. I believe this is a simple and clear case, Guardians. I charge Lyra of Sector 112 with the murder of Amon-Sir's son, Amon-Sir, of assault and resisting arrest. Last time I stood here was for Sinestro's trial. I spoke up. I fought for him. Not in Emerald Dawn, you did too, you didn't?
Yeah, this is another scene that we never got.
The
Jeff Johns version of this.
I want to stand up and fight for Lyra. I want to defend her. But even though I believe in lethal force as a last resort, that wasn't the case here. It just wasn't, damn it. We have heard and witnessed the evidence. Lyra, do you have anything to say in your defense? I have done nothing I need to defend myself against. I did what the new law asked of me. I slaughtered Sinestro's followers, and I would do it again. You're taking advantage of the law.
Yeah, like, how is she ignoring the whole last resort?
Yep. You abused the power of the ring, Lyra. You lashed out with anger that lurks in your heart. You are on the road of becoming a renegade of the Green Lantern Corps. Alpha Lantern Boudica, what is your judgment? After all we've been through, on the Manhunter homeworld, on Cord, you turn your back on me now? I have rededicated myself to justice, Lyra. That is all. I am sorry. You are guilty. Expulsion of Green Lantern of Sector 112 commencing. After my father's shame, the Corps is the only honor I have left. You can't take it away. Give me back my badge. And funny thing is, this fits her character, though. After what I just read up on her, this fits her. No lantern escapes the Alpha Lanterns. Boudica, stop! What are you doing? Hanu, I was only enforcing justice. You're only making things worse, Lyra. Settle down. Let me go. No, enough. Lyra, Sector 2 and 112. You've misinterpreted the laws of Oa. You will serve as an example to the Corps. You have been stripped of your ring and will be returned to your homeworld of Jaid. Perhaps you will come to understand the seriousness of misusing her life. And perhaps a ring will find its way to you once again. This isn't fair. This isn't right. Now it is our turn to turn the proceedings over to the 10 new laws, the first of which has been enacted. Lethal force against the Sinestro Corps has already been authorized. the Alpha Lanterns in place, and with the conditions of this law clear, it is with confidence that we enact the second law. Lethal force has been authorized against all enemies of the Green Lantern's Corps.
Yeah, it's basically you can use it, but if you use it for wrong, now you see the consequences for that.
Yep. Somewhere
There's a method to the whole thing that the Guardians are doing. It's
but it's also opening a dam.
Yeah.
Somewhere I hear Sinestro laughing. What do you want now, Jordan? Come to shed another tear for the future of an old friend? Or shall we reminisce about what do you Earthmen call them, the good old days? You can be as sentimental as Kyle Rayner when the mood strikes. Do you recall the night when you flew off to get your revenge on Carl Ferris? So fraught with hatred, you didn't know where to turn. I had to show you the right direction, much as I did the Guardians. The Alpha Lantern Corps in full effect, they have unveiled the second law. And you know what it is? It was broadcast across the Guards' rings. Lethal force against all enemies of the Green Lantern Corps. You knew this was going to happen. Predicting the Guardians is like predicting the weather when it's already raining. The Guardians believe that they have to suppress all emotions. They believe the only way to avoid a prophecy of destruction is to combat and distinguish the power of the emotional spectrum. They don't yet realize that instead of trying to prevent the prophecy, they should be preparing for it. What prophecy are you talking about? You already know. Ganta shared it with you prior to your drop kicking me through Coast City. I heard it myself years ago from a dear friend, Abensur. Our other corps will rise. They will go to war, and the Blackest Night will descend upon us all. What else do you know? I know the Guardians will panic when they finally understand that they cannot prevent it. But I have the utmost confidence that by the time when we face those unknown shadows that will threaten the end of the universe, the Green Lantern Corps will be reorganized into a force of order capable of crushing any and all chaos. The Green Lantern Corps will rule the universe as I rule Kuragar. And whatever threat comes in the form of darkness will be easily incinerated by the green light. I believe in the Green Lantern Corps, Hal Jordan. Don't you? I still, every time Charles writes Sinestro, I love it. Because this is a man, again, this is how you handle a well-intentioned extremist.
Oh, it's...
You see it?
Shame we never actually get to hear this dialogue being spoken.
Mm-hmm. Mark Strong would have been perfect.
Yes.
Like a flash of red. The existence of the Sinestro Corps marks the beginning of the power of the spectrum. And the beginning, the power of the spectrum are being harnessed. It is our job to find these surges of emotion and put an end to them before they grow. We must stay the war of light. Fellow Guardians, I apologize for my absence in the unveiling of the second law. You are still recovering from your encounter with the Antimatter. Rest will do you well. Yes, rest has done me very well. But I have made a most troubling discovery. He calls himself Agent Orange. For eons we have failed where the Guardians have succeeded, but we cannot give up control. The Dark Stars were too weak to replace the Corps. Our experiment known as Effigy was too unstable. We lacked the power source to draw from as the Guardians have their central power battery. We too must tap into the fabric of sentient emotion. Control of the universe will be ours. They're talking about Effigy, the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And only ours. We must locate the orange light. That's another thing. The controllers were supposed to be connected to the orange lanterns, but they never go anywhere with this either.
Maybe do you think Jeff Johns changed his idea or just turned them into sacrificial lambs?
I don't know. I think it's always a case where he kept having all these ideas and then things changed as he worked elsewhere with other stories.
Yeah, I'm also kind of guilty of that because I had such ideas also when I was doing fan fiction stuff, and then when it came down to writing it, so many setups got dropped.
Yep. I'm sorry that it had to happen this way, Lyra. I know Keon's death was hard. Without Keon and without the Corps, I'm not a lost Lantern anymore, Hanu. I'm only lost. There's nothing for me back home. You heard the Guardians. There's a chance to return to the Corps. There is no chance, but I don't need the ring to make them burn. All who wear Sinestro's symbol will burn in my hand. I swear it! Oh, Lyra of Sector 112, you have great rage in your heart. And Lyra, no! Red Lantern! Yep. And then, of course, that leads into Secret Origin. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to run to the bathroom quickly.
Okay. Do that Atrocitus voices. That takes a lot of things. So just read it in the normal voice and then just pulled back the semitone. No comments yet.
I'll just trim that part out. But yep, Rage of the Red Lantern. Then that has nothing to do with Final Crisis.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing to do. That was the one thing about the Final Crisis stuff. Very little bit actually had to do with Final Crisis.
Yeah. Just that this happened at the same time.
Which even then, that makes no sense.
Yeah, because
with Kraken and all that.
Yeah. I think she. Well, we'll see if she just got put on a bus.
Well, no, because dude, this leads right into Agent Orange. There's no way this can fit.
Oh.
Oh, and that these events take place between Final Crisis 1 and 2. Again, makes no sense given how this ends.
Yeah, that's probably build it onto the editors for not having thought it all through.
I hear it. It beats like a war drum. The red ring is born as my anger crystallizes the blood of the inversions. My heart stops so the ring can take over. Rage. The loss I suffered millennia ago left my heart festering with hatred. My heart becomes useless, so the ring replaces it. My blood spoils, so the ring expels it. My veins stretch as they're filled with the liquid fire of the red light. My battery takes shape and boils to the surface. The Guardian sins stretch back eons if they have never paid for them. They have never faced judgment for the massacre of my sector, Sector 666. My kind was annihilated by their android police force, myself imprisoned on the planet, this planet by their great Green Lantern, Sinestro. Hatred. Our rituals of prophecy have persuaded the universe to peel back its continuum and expose its secrets. It said to me, the Red Lantern. You okay?
Yeah, just preparing myself for
yep. It's violent action with no consideration of consequences. It is uncontrollable, so I will unleash it. I am Atrocitus. I am the Red Lantern. Blood and rage of green and red. Ripped from the corpse of freshly dead. Together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you all. Oh, wait.
That is your
fate. Where is it? Oh, geez, I'm sorry. We totally botched that.
Sorry, I just had to do it for the video.
Yep. I heard that. You do know you could just alter your voice, right?
Yes, I altered it.
Your fate.
I altered it in post, just so that it could sound more monstrous as it was on the video.
Yep. Of course, they send in the Alpha Lanterns to investigate. yesterday there was a 10011 on Earth. Apparently that means deicide, the murder of a god. That was a new one for me too. They sent in Alpha Lanterns to investigate, but John heard murmurs of something else brewing. The Guardians are reacting, meaning they're scared, whether they'll admit it or not. Without Gansett, they've been more aloof and removed than usual. I wish I knew where he was. Gansett was the only Guardian I ever could carry a conversation with. Something's wrong, and I have a feeling it's going to keep me occupied for a good long while. That's why I want to see, why I wanted to see them before I clocked in.
Was the opening narration supposed to imply that the opening of Final Crisis had already happened?
Yeah, they said it's between 1 and 2.
Okay.
It said that at the beginning.
Okay, at least they tried.
They tried, yeah, but there's so much that's just crammed into here. Don't see how anyone that knows your brother can't figure out he's Green Lantern. Most people don't interact with him when he's flying. If they did, Jim, they'd see it for sure. Some superheroes might change their voice or their demeanor or who they are when they're in their secret identity. But Hal? Heck, same bravado, same recklessness, same cute smile. Only difference is the glowing green uniform. Clothes don't make the man, cowgirl. You're right, superhero. Women do. Hal, you sitting down and down? No, but go ahead and ahead. The Guardians just scheduled Sinestro's execution. It's about time. That's what Gardner said. They're not doing the execution on Oa. They want Sinestro to face Kuragar, the seat of the original abusing the power of the ring. They want us to escort him there. Tell them I'm on my way. Hey, Jordan? Hey, everything all right? I need to talk to someone as much as it should be, cowgirl. I've got to fly. Give my love to Susan and the kids, Jim. I can't help but think of someone else. Have fun, superhero. And I feel guilty for it. This is where he's realizing he doesn't love her. And he goes to Carol. Carol was there when I first met Sinestro. She heard me talk about him like someone would a mentor, then a friend, then an enemy. They're really going to do it, Hal? They're really going to execute him? Yes. Are you okay with that? He's responsible for countless murders, hundreds of Green Lanterns. I'm okay with it. Sinestro may have taught me more about this ring than I'd like to admit. He probably knows me better than most anyone, except you. But he dug his own grave a long time ago. You sound like you need someone to tell you it's all right to support his execution. I wasn't looking for justification. Well, you're justified. The last time the Guardians thought they stopped Sinestro, they put him inside the central power battery, right? Yes? And what did he do when he was in there? He made contact with Parallax. Then he unleashed it on you. Sinestro spent years watching you try to destroy yourself and everyone and everything you cared about, all because you wanted someone else to bear the brunt of being labeled a renegade. He still blames me for his expulsion from the Corps. It wasn't your fault. I could have handled it better. Still wasn't your fault. And he isn't the friend you once thought he was. That Sinestro was executed a long time ago. It's finally the end, and endings are never easy to face, Hal. Even when you want that ending to come. Green Lantern at Space Sector 650. Ash, you above all other lanterns have no fear of absolute darkness. You have journeyed to the Blackest Corps. We've already went over this. But then we say the beginnings of a trail, a piece of the Anti-Monitor's husk. The way the debris flows, I've outlined the trajectory beyond my sector, the Sector 666. Then you must venture into Sector 666 and secure the Anti-Monitor's corpse. There's still no telling what power might yet contain, or who else is after it. I'm on my way, Guardian. Good, Green Lantern. Very good. My fellow Guardians, who are you talking to? I'm meditating. That seems wise, considering your health. It has been some time since you suffered your burns at the hands of the Anti-Monitor, and they have yet to heal. Perhaps we could hold circle and help in the process. I do not wish them to heal. They remind us of our own failings and weaknesses. The Guardians of the Universe must never grow arrogant as we have in the past. We must not overestimate the incursions of the emotional spectrum. We must extinguish all light. That is why we are heading to Zamaron on a mission of diplomacy. That goes on in Green Lantern Corps. and why
Okay.
we have agreed to its imperative we rid the universe of Sinestro and his core. But we must keep the details of Sinestro's transfer to Kurgar secret. It would be extremely difficult if information escaped the halls of Oa. Would it not? Uh-oh! Hello, Jordan. Come to pay your last respects? I came here to ask you a question. I'd like to ask you one first. What is it? Do you think this is right? Frank, you were the one bragging that you forced the Guardians into allowing lethal force. You did this yourself. Yes, I did. You still didn't answer my question. Do you believe this is justice? Not justice. It's what you deserve. You've earned this a dozen times over, Sinestro. You betrayed the Corps. You betrayed me. I betrayed you. You're going to murder me. It's punishment. Yes, it's the law. My law. You know I am proud of you, Jordan. You're turning into quite the Green Lantern. You have great anger in your heart. Give in to the ring, please. It knows your pain. You were enslaved by Sinestro's deviants on the torture world ranks. You were used by Sinestro's powers to satisfy their sadistic desires. They will pay. Vice, do not fight the red light as it purges you of your tainted blood. It will give you the power to tear apart the being that consumed your mate. Acrylo hate. We will spill the inside of those who wronged us. Their blood will anoint us. Our rings need to feed, beginning on the blood of the fallen Green Lantern, Sinestro. Sinestro. Just to remind everyone, it's not until later that anyone who has a lantern ring is mindless.
Mhm.
In fact, if I remember right, it's not until the ongoing that they actually can control themselves.
Yeah, and basically then they were just had their rage, and Atrocitus was just pointing them at the right direction.
Exactly. The Vega System has been off limits to the Green Lantern Corps for hundreds of years. Why? We do not know. But without their interference, we will finally attain a power source that will allow us and us alone the means to create an army to control the universe. The controllers will be in control. Do you see there on the planet Okara? This light will be ours. What light is it? What does it matter? No, it's mine. It's all mine. Back to Kurgar, huh? The Guardians have made an arrangement with the current Kurgan and government. This will be a public execution. Never thought it'd come to this, Salak. You want to speak out? You better speak out now. I'm not against this. You sure, Hal? It's the law, John. And this time I'm not going to fight it. Jordan, you never asked me your question. Forget it. You want an answer to something. It's now or never, isn't it? I'll live. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Abin Sur used to say that. Will you shut him up, Jordan? Why don't we just put a beam in his brain here instead of taking him back to Kurgar? Let's finish it and get on with our duty. It is against protocol, Arcs. Stand down. Boudica? You are here as observers, sister, to learn, not to speak. Arcs, Green Lantern Sector 488. You know my name? I know many things about all the Green Lanterns. I know what you're afraid of. Like, leave him be, Sinestro. Leave him be, Sinestro. Not you. Not you. I'm not afraid of you. No? What about death then? Bam! Was that a no? Now show them fear. Uh-oh. Look alive, boozers! It's an ambush! Of course it is, Kilowog. How the hell did they know we were here?
Scar.
Yep. It doesn't matter, Stuart. The Alpha Lanterns are here too. Law 1 of the Green Lantern Corps, felon. Lethal force has been enabled. Sinestro. Mongol has. I am aware of Mongol and his attempt at a coup. Again, Green Lantern Corps. It will be dealt with by me. My ring. What matter of creature is this? Get away, you.
Dexter.
Yep. Its science cell is burning. What kind of fire burns in space? John, what the hell is that? Green Lantern. Sinestro. It matters not. Right. Red Lanterns. That's Atrocitus. Who? The monster that murdered Abensur. I demand your blood, Sinestro. I will use your blood and the blood of your corpse. And Lyra, hell, she's not hearing you. The red liquid spewing from her ring bursts into flame. Sinestro and his followers are ours. John, it's burning away my aura. Warning, ring incapacitated, power corrupted. Against its sense and your anger and that of the Red Lantern, I have been chosen to help lift up those who need it. There will be others, Hal Jordan, but for now, there is only me. I am Saint Walker. It is imperative we retrieve Sinestro before he is sacrificed. If this universe is to survive the Blackest Night, we will need him alive. It's so weird seeing him face front and we don't see his tail, that when we do see his tail, people thought it was weird.
Matter of perspective.
Well, yeah, but here people thought he was going to be bald. I mean, he is, but as in normal headed, not with the tail.
Yeah, from establishing a shot, it is weird.
Sinestro, you once proclaimed yourself the greatest of the Green Lanterns. Do you remember back when you crucified me here on this wretched planet? You claimed no fear of my prophecy concerning Kurragar's societal decay. You lied to me, Sinestro. You failed Kurragar, you failed Abensur, and you failed yourself. Look around you and tell me who is the greatest lantern now. Rage, hate, blood. Not yet, Lyra. His flesh will not be consumed by you. His muscle stays on his bones until every drop of his blood is drained into my rings. Stay back! You don't recognize them, do you? They are victims of your core, overtaken with the powers I've unlocked. Oh, Atrocitus, why so angry? Do not mock me, Lantern. You left me here to die. I left you here to rot. You think these theatrics frighten me? You think I'm afraid of pain or death? Nothing frightens me. I am fear, and I am rage! You believe fear to be the most powerful force in the universe? Fear is in action. Fear is hiding away. Fear is cowering and begging. Rage is action. Rage is spilling blood. Rage is uncontrollable. We will burn the Guardians, the Green Lanterns, and your core! We will scorch Kurragar and everything else you came to care for! My core will wage a war of light against this universe! Your pack of wild dogs won't survive long enough to do anything except beg for their pitiful lives. Poor deluded Atrocitus. You have no idea what you've just started. Gansett sent you to protect Sinestro from the Guardians. And you, his life is invaluable. That's debatable. Yes, it is at that. Who are you? On my home planet of Pastrito, I was honored with the title of Saint Frode Walker. But today, I have accepted another calling, that of the Blue Lantern of Space Sector 1. Power levels 210%. What are you doing to my rig? You are within direct range of my emotional aura, Green Lantern. I am charging your band of will. It is at full capacity and remains so as long as I hope for your well-being. And I will always hope until my last dying breath. And don't move, fish face! First we got yellow, then red, and now baby blue? Calm yourself, Kilowog. You have nothing to fear regarding my presence. John, we're just playing it safe, Hal. You act out with violence, John Stewart, because your soul is still flickering with the red flame of rage. A fire only my blue light can extinguish. All will be well. Oh! Catmup!
Oh.
Wait, what did you do to him? I did nothing. It was the ring. Unlike yours, mine manifests its constructs in response to the target-specific psychosis. The ring doused the corruption of the red flame by providing a glimmer of hope. Go to see Katma 2 again, Kilowog. The universe said so. Yeah, the Black Lantern!
Be careful what you wish for.
I still think he's still a little groggy, Jordan. Don't like the sound, and it don't sound like himself. Your fellow officer is free from Crimson's seduction of rage, as will the others, at least for the moment. But a warning, anger can ignite at any time. I'm like you there, Blue Lantern. The guardians will want to speak with you. You have wounded to attend to, Solek, while you, Hal Jordan, must come with me. Hold on! Welcome to the most wonderful planet I have borne witness to. It revolves around what you call the North Star. Welcome to Odium, Hal Jordan. It's beautiful. It's life, uninhibited and unrestrained. And I would not venture any closer to the central power battery. Your ring will overload and implode, taking your hand with it. Hope is a light few can master, and light few truly understand. And Gansett, do not interfere, Hal Jordan. Gansett and Sayid are choosing another Blue Lantern, and their process takes days. Days? His name is Wars from Sector 2. I selected him, just as he will select the chosen one from Sector 3. You have heard our intentions over the last 3 days, Wars. We offer everything we can to educate you on the necessity of the existence of the blue and the sacrifice you will make if you embrace our light. It takes on this responsibility, and to take on this responsibility is to give oneself to the universe, Green Lantern. Hope is the most powerful of light, and to some, it would be considered the most costly, but not to us. I understand my ultimate fate if I am to join you, Guardian, and I accept it. Then welcome, Blue Lantern. In fear, you want to go with me on this? In fearful day, enraging night, with strong
hearts full,
our souls
ignite.
When all seems
lost in
the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright. Although it's so weird having the War of Light be in it when that's not gonna when this takes place after it. Gansett, Hal Jordan, I see Walker's brought you to us, and Sinestro, he was abducted by the Red Lantern. Sayid, it is as we feared. Atrocitus has already learned to wield the red power. He will not execute Sinestro as quickly as the Guardians of Oa. And so this is what you've been up to since you abandoned the Green Lanterns, Gansett. We were banished. Now Sayid and I are doing what we must to protect the universe. So you're starting your own corps to replace us? No, to aid you. You must save Sinestro. We will. Count me out, Blue Lantern. And Sinestro's long past saving. Some said that of you. I'm not going to hope for him to see the light or whatever you and your corps are selling. Sinestro made every bad and murderous choice in his life. I don't expect Sinestro to ever understand the true sadistic and imperious he has become, nor do I purport that the power we wield could ever change that. But please trust me, Hal Jordan. I have been there to guide you since Sinestro's fall, and have always been honest, if not clear. I know you do not trust the Guardians, but I believe you still trust me. I'm asking you to keep trusting me and join these Blue Lanterns. Help them bring Sinestro to us. He is far more important to this than even he realizes. And so are you. Like I haven't heard that before. Zamoron! Uh-oh!
Is that Carol?
No! Fatality!
Okay.
Because she was a Sinestro Corps originally.
You.
Fatality of Sector 13.
And there's also the...
Oh, what's her name?
Yeah. Blanking on it.
Ring. Locate John Stewart. You are not content? No, Walker, I'm not. Speak in tones unnecessary, Green Lantern. Saint Walker and I are your allies. I already have allies. And with all due respect, Wars, I want them to accompany us to Yzmal. John, you there? Kilowog? You may find it difficult to communicate with your fellow corpsmen. Our rings can cause interference. Is that on purpose? What is it, Ring? Dying sun in stage 1 of supernova. Uh-oh! And Walker, if you're jamming my ring's comm system, knock it off. I need backup. Do not concern yourself with this planet. It's my duty, and not just as a Green Lantern, but as a living being. The sun is within range of our emotional aura. And like your ring, we give it new life. It's blue. Young. You just turned the clock back 7 billion years. 8.6 according to our rings. And now our other aging, and like other aging suns, I have flown past. This blue star will shine on in the night sky for all to see. Another symbol of hope burns eternal. How much power did that drain? None. We were fueled by the population of the world that witnessed our sun and their sun's transformation. They felt hope, and we collected it. Hope, it changes us, and it will charges us, and it will charge you too. You will learn about hope. You need to. Why? Is it not obvious? Ganson has made it quite clear to us. You who have been to the depths of darkness and back, you are to discard your Green Lantern ring after Sinestro's rescue. You are to be the leader of the Blue Lantern Corps.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, obviously. And I will find something you fear, Sinestro. My rituals will go beyond vague and self-fulfilling prophecies to the secrets of in your soul. Whisper to me in blood universe of this being's depths. You're wasting your time, Atrocitus. No, the universe has shown me in the way. It has. You've hidden it so well. But I know now, Sinestro. I know the way to tear apart your heart. I know about your daughter. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we already know who that is.
We do, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
but
so
the thing about
obvious.
it, yeah, but thinking about this from the point of view of first-time readers back in 2008 or 9.
Which I was one.
Okay, were you able to see that it was Soronic
Nope.
back then?
Nope. I thought it was going to be someone new.
Uh-huh.
A lot of us did.
Mm-hmm.
And the power. What do you think about the Blue Lanterns? Unfortunately, they have so gone the shaft ever since Lights Out.
Yeah, obviously because they are passive, and there's not much imagination to use passivity in an ongoing story and force that there is. To the most people, they are mostly just plot devices.
Unfortunate. The power of the blue rings burns brighter than any other within the emotional spectrum. I'm not in this for power. Neither are we, Green Lantern. Though there is a cost to joining our ranks. Ganser and Saeed will educate you on the coming war of light if they have us. Once we have retrieved Sinestro from Atrocitus and the Red Lanterns, you must hear them out. The price of our servitude is worth the mission at hand, saving all life. The Green Lanterns are nothing but a police force, Hal Jordan. The Red Lanterns, uncontrollable animals. We are the saints of the universe, and you will lead us like no other. I won't abandon my corps for another. I'm a Green Lantern. Sinestro's going back to Owa with me. Sinestro's going to pay for his crimes with his life. We have a specific journey that must be taken, as do you. In order for that journey to unfold, Sinestro must be delivered alive to Odin. And as you said, St. Walker, you're not cops. This isn't your job or your responsibility. Sinestro is mine. He flies through this field with uncanny ability. We must stay within reach of the Emerald Trail, and we mustn't let harm come to him. Hal Jordan is said to be the ultimate survivor. I wasn't speaking of the Green Lantern, Brother Ward. I was speaking of the yellow one, Sinestro. I have faith in what Ganson and Saeed preached, but I am sure of Hal Jordan's future with us. I sense no hope was in him. His hope is buried deep beneath his anger. Our guardians have made it clear. It is our job to unleash it. He must become a Blue Lantern, and all will be well, Brother Wars. All will be well, Brother Walker. Ring, contact John Stewart. Kilowog, they unable to. Damn it, source of interference, unable to identify. Ring, go dim. Scan for life forms. Life forms detected on Yuzmal 1. Sinestro of Kurigar. Lethal force is authorized. Do not think me, Jordan. Hey, what happened? Sinestro risked his ring to save mine. I did nothing of the sort. This Earthman nearly got him himself and me expelled from the Corps. But you, not a word, Jordan. Thanks anyway. You're welcome, rookie. You did this to me. You did this to me. You couldn't surpass your teacher, so you had to get me out of your way. This won't end, Jordan, until the day one of us dies. Jordan, look out. Roar! Uh-oh. Liara, what have you done to her, Atrocitus? You should be more concerned about what I'm going to do to you. I have not seen you since you first wore your ring, Hal Jordan, but my castings have shown me your tail. You gave in to fear. You left Lyra and half a dozen other lanterns for dead. You nearly destroyed the core when Sinestro infected you with parallax, and you went renegade. I have tasted your blood, Hal Jordan, now tainted but still valuable, full of rage that will be unleashed. I have seen your future again. You may have reclaimed your emerald ring, but one day you will become renegade once more.
Yeah, that's gonna happen, but...
War of the Green Lanterns.
Mm.
The Guardians will take your greatest love. Nope, never mind.
The Guardians will take
your greatest love from you. You will.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. They take the ring from him, but that's... But then what do
No. They're saying that's what would have caused him the revolt. You will lose everything as the universe divides.
So thinking about forward, Carol was held captive in the Book of the Black. So technically, and Krona was controlling it. So technically, it was still a thing.
Technically, yes. Do not listen to him, Jordan. Atrocitus prophecies, they're what your terrestrial psychiatrists call reverse psychology, can instill fear in Abensur, causing him to lose trust in his own power ring. When the time is right, you must rebel against the Guardians. The Green Lord does not need them, nor do they need your protege, Sinestro. I have held my lanterns at bay long enough, but now, take Jordan Liara. His flesh and blood are yours. No, Red Lantern. You will burn like our power. Sinestro's might. No, no, Red Lanterns. We're not the Red Lanterns were not a probability factored into your freedom. It is unexpected, Tekik, but the Red Lanterns can be dealt with. Their light leaves them nearly mindless. It is an honor to carry your ring. Yes, I know. Do not fear, Sinestro. All will be well. But rage, hope, power level. I had this under control. That was very apparent. You're welcome for the recharge, by the way. Call off your core, Sinestro. We mean you no harm. Blue Lantern, your light is weak, unusable. I implore you, Hal Jordan, to have faith in us and our mission. The Green Lantern Code is not to be followed. It will only lead to war. We can discuss politics later, Wars. We must remove Sinestro from this world. He's not the only one I want to bring home. Where's Lyra? Get that ring off of her. Removal of the ring will result in immediate death. Lyra, it's Jordan. I'm not going to let you get lost again. I promise. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, help me. Damn! Look at that. Another broken promise. No! Oh, what are you yelling about? I just saved your life. Stop it! Stop smiling! His fire wars. I cannot douse it. We have other words, Saint Walker. What? I know the secret of blue light, Saint Walker. I know its weakness. Stop! Lisa, I know. Green Lantern, no. It's gone on long enough, Walker. He's killed too many. He's a monster. Uh-oh. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Sector 2814. You have great rage in your heart. Jordan? Green Lantern. He is neither Jordan nor Green Lantern. He is mine, as are you. Uh-oh. Then Origins and Omens.
Oh.
Come on, Tom. Just tell us what Jordan's secret was. How'd he get Miss Ferris to give him a second look? Forget it, guys. Number one rule, Care Ferris doesn't date employees. Why do you think Hal quit? Hello? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have dialed the wrong number. I was looking for Hal Jordan. That's you, isn't it, Miss? And that's you, isn't it, Miss Ferret? It's Cowgirl. Hi. Is Hal round? Eyeball hasn't gotten back from the stars yet. Any message I can pass? No. Ferris? Hello. You'll never be without fear, Jordan. As long as there's life, the universe will never be without fear. Look at that, Jordan. Another broken promise. Sinestro. Yeah, I love this. Get out of my way. Welcome to my core, Hal Jordan. What's wrong with me? I can't focus. I can't see anything but red. Unlike the others, he creates constructs out of the crimson fire within him. His will is still strong, Mark, but his heart no longer beats. The red ring has replaced it. Your protege is now my protege. Hal Jordan has not been my student for a long, long time, Atrocitus. Regardless, you taught him poorly. The red ring has taken him without a fight. He has no coping skills when it comes to his anger. Nor do any of your Red Lanterns, Atrocitus. You have clearly chosen them for a reason. They can be controlled, but they will see the light of hope one day. You both hesitate to unleash your blue rings. Why? The blue light is the most powerful of. Then unleash your blue power lantern. Turn my flesh to fire and my bones to ash. I see flashes of yellow within the red. Lyra, he murdered her. My veins burn. My fists ache. The pain. Stop the pain. When Sinestro dies. You brag of your power, but I know the secret to your great light. You wield cunt and coldness hope. Empty prayer. Disembodied faith. Jordan, don't. Hope is nothing without willpower to enact it. Sinestro, die. His emerald ring is inactive, and without the active Green Lantern by their side, a Blue Lantern ring won't work. You are correct, Atrocitus. My ring relies on the aura of Green Lanterns to function, but it does not make me hopeless. All will be well. Hal Jordan of Space Sector 2814. I do not know if you have great hope in your heart, but I welcome you to the Blue Lantern Corps. Red ring infestation detected. Cellular cleansing in process. Analyzing spiritual levels. Administrating antitoxin. For beings like us, overcoming fear is what we do best. But when it comes to great regret, loss, even Green Lantern struggle with that. Oh, yellow, my one weakness. Thanks for the save, superhero. Oh, and our rings are draining. Prepare for antimatter and universe transport. You want my ring, Atrocitus? Oh, he has 3 of them. I thought originally he was going to gather all the different rings originally. That's what everyone thought.
Yeah, but then it turned out to be Kyle.
But that's not until afterwards. The blue ring, it destroys the red. Impossible. Atrocitus is he's wounded and retreating, as is Sinestro. We must pursue them. And Walker, what did you do to me? Oh, I do not know. Miss Ferris, you okay? I'm fine, Tom. Just thinking of taking a quick flight. In what? In Hal's plane? Was Hal not around? It's been sitting idle for too long. You think it's ready to get back in the air? You've worked with these planes longer than anyone. What do you think? I'll go tell Tower to clear the runway for you. Her heart aches for Hal Jordan. She will not need him. She will need only us, like so many others. Between the green and the violet, we have been scattered across the universe, Sinestro. The Star Sapphires attempt to convert us all, and now the Wren turned on you, as have many of our own. And the Blue Lanterns. My ring was nearly leached dry when I came in contact with them. Mongo has claimed he is the rightful heir to the Corps. Many have followed. Oh, shall we venture to dax him to burn Mongo's eyes from his head? Mongo will suffer. He will suffer like no other, save for Jordan Atrocitus. In blackest night, in brightest night, in blackest day, in brightest night. Beware your fears made into light. Let those who try to stop what's right burn like my power, Sinestro's might. Of course, he has a backup. Go and find those who rejected Mongols' lies. Free Carousel and the others from Zamaron. Then gather on the dark side of Daxam's moon and wait. I will join you there. Where are you going? Thanks to Atrocitus, I have a family matter to attend to. Ring? Yes, master. Bring me to Kuragar.
Oh.
We have this under control. Like all other races and alien races, these village warriors pose no threat to us. Do you see that? The vines embrace the rocks as if to claim them. This jungle is not a jungle at all. It is a paradise for weeds. They struggle one another for their place in the sun. The power is burned here, and the power buried here has given them their purpose. And it will give us ours. You promised, Guardian. You promised it would be mine. Guardians, no, go away. Guardians, do you hear me? So the whole point of them showing up there is to trigger him.
Yeah.
Guardians, it's mine. Yes, Lord, please. Cry out. Join the others. I asked you, universe. Unfold your dark reality to me. Share with us the homeworld of this new core. Carol Ferris, the war of light is erupting. The soldiers are being armed. You have great loss in your heart. The light of life shines brighter, and the dead hunger. Oh, and this is where we see about that, where we get not that much teased here.
I think I started to try looking into ongoing issues online at the time when this was happening.
Yep, Carol flew
enough
my
to at least know that there were trades coming out and trying to find and order them for.
Oh wait, for hearts long lost and full of fright, for those alone in Blackest Night, accept our ring and join our fight. And love conquers all with violet light. Oh, there's the previews. Yeah, this one went nowhere.
Yeah, because Alan was mostly busy fighting the Earth 2 Superman, as I recall. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. They're clearly trying to deal with magic. So I think we'll fit in. We should just go right to Orange Lantern because it does lead right into it.
Yeah.
And that's I'll use both covers on my thumbnail.
Okay.
Mine. So I gotta do it. What's mine is mine. Is mine is mine. Is mine is mine. Is mine is mine. Not yours. That is the dumbest. Even though it's supposed to be Jeff Johns' favorite, it's so dumb.
That's dumb, yeah. But then again, if you frame it to be said at a certain moment, in certain circumstances, when some people are wherever they will have to be, then it would go from dumb to actually terrifying.
It could, yes, but the way he introduced it was right in the final issue. You know, of his whole run.
Yeah.
Not mine. It's all mine. Stay out. Let us proceed. It's been a long, long time since anyone has disturbed us. It has. It was a long time. How's that voice for him? Be honest, like a long time it to even these beings. So go away. Look at these curious, hairless things. They're so tall. Not like the little blue men. We will control it. What do the tall ones control? Nothing! We are the controllers. Say it enough times and it won't make it true. They bore the Dark Stars, the Effigy Platoon, the Beta Men, all weak doppelgangers of the Green Lantern Corps, all extinct like the angels in Vega. This is pretty pontificating for Larfleeze.
Yeah, because Larfleeze goes from this basically to something of a comic relief character.
Yep. But to be fair, though, it's probably because he's been in seclusion for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then once he,
yeah,
he's running
this could be
about,
seen as a moment of getting off the bed on the wrong foot.
yeah, and they want to protect the universe their own way. They can't protect anything that big. You can only protect what you can hold. Their pink heads may hold large, ancient brains, but their hands, look at them. Their fingers are too thin for our rings. That smell. Oh, leave me alone. It is unpleasant. I was having my feast. I was happy. This food is rotten. You promised me, Guardians, but recently consumed nonetheless. You lied! What manner of creature would dwell within this underground place? Palace? Whatever form of intelligent life inhabits this hall will easily be subdued through words or, if need be, our immortal power. We are as strong as the guardians of the universe. We only lack soldiers and the light to arm them with. Until now, the source of the orange power is here. I can sense it. Yes, burns bright. Whatever light it contains, it is strong. Let us control and take control of it. No, that's mine. You can't have it. You shit that come here. So many come here to steal what's mine. You've broken our treaty, Guardians. Now all will be mine. I think he was in the battery the whole time.
Maybe, or it's kind of hard to tell with how the panels were framed, and then it just exploded with the other constructs. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly happened.
Yep. Get this damn ring off of me! Take it back, Walker. I'm not interested in hope. If it were not for the rays of hope, you would still be within the crimson throes of rage. Which I just realized the Red Lantern stuff got wound up way too fast. Looking back on it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Maybe because this was basically just trying to rush to Blackest Night.
It was. And again, how did this fit between Final Crisis 1 and 2? I think he gave up on that. By this point.
Yeah.
It's like you drop that one little opening sentence and there's no connection.
Yeah, you could actually, maybe you could go with the whole, when Final Crisis is the time when
I cannot buy
basically like a harmonica going or stretching and stretching. It's like you could say that the whole thing with what the dark side was doing.
The time compression.
Yeah, that could help, but that it happened in a compressed time period.
But this is before the compression, though. Remember? Because this is right before Hal. This is before Hal got taken over by Kraken.
Voi paska, okay, yeah, that doesn't work. You can see the outs, but then the edit, the publishing order and everything else, just
take it back, Walker. I'm not interested in hope. If it were, power. You forgot to tell me the weakness your rings have. Without a Green Lantern in the vicinity, they don't work. They still allow us flight and protect us from the vacuum of space. But yes, they are unable to fire. You could have let me know that before I agreed to go to Yzmalt without backup. Our rings have a symbiotic relationship, Hal Jordan. I know how it works. I've met enough people in my life who do nothing but hope for the best, but they don't get up and do anything about it. Yes, that is true. Hope needs will. We have conviction with like no other in the universe, Hal Jordan. A belief that despite life's hardships, in the end, when it is over, all will be well, Brother Jordan. Only if someone does something to make it that way. Ring, locate Gantz and Saeed. Unable to locate. Hope. What do you hope for? What's happening? The blue ring is attempting to gain insight into his being. But you are not one to hope, Hal Jordan. There's no point in hope, Walker. It doesn't do anything to just hope. It comforts those who are lost, does it not? And then everyone is lost at some point in their lives. You know that as much as anyone, Hal Jordan. Ganson, you've done far more and you've done more for me than I can ever repay. But I'm not going to turn my back on the Green Lantern Corps. I do not expect you to. But Saeed, you told us he was to lead the Blue Lantern Corps as a Green Lantern, say Walker, not as one of you. He and his will can power our entire Corps. I'm not a battery. The Guardians are attempting to suppress the emotional spectrum, but they should embrace it. Because of the prophecy you told me about, the War of Light, they believe the power of the emotional spectrum can be contained. But they are wrong. The War of Light has already begun. We must prepare for the coming of the Blackest Night, the unknown darkness that threatens to consume us all. You will have to provide, and we will have to provide you with a new ring, St. Walker. We are unable to remove yours from the Green Lantern. Unable? I got blue lights flickering in my eyes. The ring keeps sending jolts up and down my arm. I want it off. Then you need to use it. You need to find something to hope for. You need to see it in your heart, and you need to unleash the power of the ring. Only when it is drained can it be removed and passed on to one who has faith in the brightest day. I need to find Sinestro. Shall I assist them? No. Wait, they gave Saeed hair when she's not supposed to have hair.
Huh.
No, but we must continue recruitment for a new mission as
I
hand.
think it started out as to make it be Gansett, but then they realized, oh, Gansett is the other one, and then...
Yeah, see right here.
Oh, even there.
That is her.
Maybe
look at the lips.
How long they have been there. Maybe the hair...
we saw her bald last issue.
Voi jumalauta. Even... You can see how that could have worked, but...
Philip Tan I don't think paid attention.
They see what are people even paying for editors when they don't notice these things and tell them that, hey, fix this.
Well, to be fair though, it's vague enough. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe that's not hair. Maybe that's like a turban.
They usually also cover
it does
ears.
Look like a turban, doesn't it?
If you look and squint enough, maybe.
Compared to his hair,
yeah,
that does look like a turban.
Yeah, but most of
look at the fabric.
Thinking it still needs the upper half, like here.
Wait, yeah,
and then it also
that looks like a turban. Or that was a way of fixing it. They gave her hair and then realized tweak it. That looks like some of the inkers did to cover it up. I think the inker covered it up.
Probably.
But Sinestro's still at large, Gansett, and he is still alive. That is what matters. You don't hope for us to find Sinestro? No, Brother Wars. Jordan will find Sinestro when the skies turn black. Sinestro's loose. Atrocitus and Red Lanterns have taken Yzmo. Lyra, another one of the Lost Lanterns, is dead. And I'm supposed to figure out how to hope for something. I trust Gansett with my life, but he obviously doesn't know me very well. I need backup for someone who does. John, can you read me? Hope. What do you hope for? Damn it, still jamming my Hal Jordan of Green Lantern 2814. You have been compromised. What? You will return to Oa immediately. The criminals and the wanted and the desperate always fly towards my home, the Vega System. This is my sanctuary, and I have shared it with others for too long. And there's Estelle, Green Lantern 3009, in pursuit of Sinestro Corps member 2825, wanted for 7 known counts of murder throughout Sector 3009, requesting a flight block for interception. And typical. The Sector Green Lantern 2828 currently outside of Sector 2828. In pursuit of Sinestro Corps member, override jurisdiction. And you're not supposed to enter the Vega System. It's off limits to the Green Lantern Corps, you HIPAA. I'm not sharing. I never share. Mine. Mine. Consumption complete. This is Stell requesting immediate backup. Brand him. Mine. Hal Lantern of Jordan of Earth, give us the ring. He made it clear that Gansett and Saeed were no longer a part of the Green Lanterns and the universe. They've been banished. Yet we can detect their residue aura within the blue ring you wear. The blue ring, you have no hope. Gansa and Saeed have weaponized these blue rings. I told you, Gansa and Saeed are the enemies. The Red Lanterns that attacked Sinestro's parade were they killed? Yes, we have notified the Lost Lantern of Lyra's death, but it is far too dangerous to retrieve her body. It matters not. She did not die a Green Lantern. Dying a Red Lantern wasn't her choice. Those rings don't ask, they take. The Red Lanterns will be exterminated. Unlike the Star Sapphire, there's no politics to play with Atrocitus. The Alpha Lanterns will lead an assault on Yzmal. We will remain on O until we are able to remove this blue ring. Let him go. John, what are you doing? I've been with Solak. Another Earth-based and Green Lantern causing trouble. You dare to interrupt our Guardian. The interruption is my doing. This is most urgent. You asked to be made aware of any encounters with any other lantern. And I'm afraid Stealth Sector 3009 has found another. That symbol. Impossible. You repugnant liars! You said it was mine! Again, I like Larfleeze here.
Yeah.
He is terrifying here.
Yes.
Solak, what is that thing? It is now in the book of Oa. Larfleeze, what did you dare breach the Vega System? Oh, don't speak to me of breaches. I ignored your trespasses during your battle with the Spider Guild. That's why the Vega System was off limit. What's because of him? And your incursion in the Vega in pursuit of Sinestro soldiers. But today, you spoiled my feasting. You took something from me. And your controllers try to take what is rightfully mine. The power. The controllers are no longer associated with us. They haven't been for billions of years. I give you the only thing an Orange Lantern gives, Guardians. Demands. And I demanded a great many things, lest you wish my corpse to descend upon you. The Guardians do not negotiate with terrorists. We had hoped the orange light would never shine again, but hope means nothing. Larfleeze has been allowed to fester for too long. I propose a new law, fellow Lanterns. The Vega System is no longer outside the Green Lantern Corps jurisdiction. And it is time we left this planet and got involved in this war ourselves. Oh boy, Scar.
Yeah, this is now Scar pushing the envelope of.
Yep.
Actually, she's been doing it behind the scenes, but how she's front and center.
Spectre 1313, the remains of the planet Xanshi. My true name is Euro Sinril, but it is not what most know me as. They know me as Fatality. Green Lantern bounty hunter, member of the Sinestro Corps, but now, thanks to the Zamorans and their healing touch, I've been converted. I am the Star Sapphire Space Sector 1313, and for the first time in my life, I feel love. When I was a child, I was shipped off to the only place free of interference by the Green Lantern Corps, the Vega System. Among the planets was Volcara, where I was trained with many others in the art of intergalactic combat. It was there that I learned of a jungle called the Forbidden Forest of Weeds, a place even the fiercest of warlords refused to venture to. It is said the vine squeezed every drop of blood from all who entered. The Akarans knew fear, but they did not know love. Nor did I, until it was too late. I was off planet. Xanshi was destroyed because a Green Lantern was overcome by arrogance. The loss of my homeworld, my mother and brother, left a hole in my heart that was filled with pain. Since I have spent my life hunting this Green Lantern, but the Star Sapphire that filled the hole in my heart has given me purpose where I never thought I would have any again. I will forgive John Stewart for his mistake, and it will shine the light of love to save him from the heartless Guardian. For I am no longer vengeful. I am undying love. Take me to John Stewart. Take me back to Okara. The Guardians themselves were on their way to Okara, Gretty, and they expect the Green Lantern Spectre 2828 to be there to greet them. Why are the Guardians going into Vegas, and Solak? The Orange Lantern nearly depleted our ranks the last time we faced it. You continue to insist we interfere in those who wield the power of the emotional spectrum. But what have we gained? It was the controllers who started this. As we proceed, the scions of the Spider Guild may learn the truth behind our political dealings within the Vega system. It was for their own protection, as was the bargaining done with the Guild out of the Orange Light. But with the Green Lantern Corps at our side, there will be no more bargaining. Then the majority of us are in agreement. For this moment force, there will be no safe haven for the deviants, traffickers, and murderers in this universe. I wish my disagreement to be recorded in the Book of Oa. It will be recorded as the fourth new law, because the third one was in Green Lantern Corps. The Vega system is no longer outside the Green Lantern Corps' jurisdiction. So 4 laws.
Okay.
You
4
see,
out of 10 so far.
Yep.
6 remains.
You see, Gritty, the Vega system is no longer outside of the Green Lantern Corps jurisdiction. I heard them, Solek, and I trust you are flying back to your sector. I come from a race of nomads to remain in one location to see the same sunrise every day, to taste the same food and greet the same people. To return to the system of my birth, it goes against everything I am. All I accomplished in my sector was chasing criminals to the borders of the Vega system. But during my years of wandering, I saved hundreds who were enslaved and stranded. I made a real difference in people's lives, Solek. You are a Green Lantern, Gritty. Stop wandering and do your duty, or release your ring to someone who will. I will go against my nature. I will return to Space Sector 2828. I will return home. You will be sorry. You will be sorry, Gritty. You will all be sorry. Can't afford escape, smuggler. It's a raid. Attention all beings within the Vega system. Your freedom to cause pain and suffering has been revoked. I got one more seat out of here for 10,000 credits. I'll give you 20. I've got 36. A raid on an entire solar system. So they're all heading there. The criminals are running from us. Like, you won't take that. What's mine? My name is Hal Jordan. I fought for it. I won. I am an officer of the Green Lantern. Yeah, and it's my right to do with it as I please. Recently, I was under the influence of a ring of rage. It blinded me with anger until a being named Saint Walker placed a blue ring on my finger. Somehow, combined with the power of my green ring, it detonated the red. Blue and green, hope and will. I told the Guardians that they go together like peanut butter and chocolate. They didn't get it. Ha! When the Guardians tried to remove the blue ring from my finger, it was like the Wicked Witch trying to take Dorothy's ruby slippers. They got a hell of a shock. Now they want to watch me use the blue ring so they can take a look at the power Gansett and the Saeed have harnessed in it. Trouble is, I have no idea how to unleash it. I'm going to have such a feast after this. It's all over with orange and lime gravy and hornswoggle roast. Oh, we're starting to get a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. And someone better tell Vaz to start building more science cells. And how many perps you think we're going? And we got here now. Here, Woot. Initial scans have indicated that 25 worlds revolving around Vega's sun are suspected to contain over 47,000 known felons, but they are not our primary concern. I'm sorry I couldn't accompany you, my fellow Guardians. You are ill. It is unfortunate. Yes, most unfortunate. It is imperative.
Much Scott R is presenting to be somewhat well, or if she has already become a Black Lantern.
So she already is.
Okay.
The moment they've had the eyes, she was.
Yeah.
It is imperative that we take this ferocious mammal into custody. Or I think she's still slowly, she's more corrupted. She just hasn't fully been taken, but she's enough to be following the orders.
Yeah, and somewhat holding back and
her true nature.
Yeah.
Her new nature. Like Lanterns, you are to proceed with us directly to Akara. Lively but yeah, what do you think, Hal? What do you hope for? I'm finding it hard to think at all, John. The blue ring keeps pushing me like a dog wanting attention. But I know orange light. Orange light. And apparently it's been kept under wraps for who knows how long. So why is it shining now? The controllers came here, but how did they know that timing couldn't be worse? Sinestro's free, Atrocitus is after him, or me, or somebody else entirely, and Lyra's body is still on Yzmal. The Lost Lanterns and Boudica are on their way to Yzmal. They'll find Lyra and bring her home. It should be my responsibility. You need to go home too. Head back to Earth when we finish this. Get recharged before we go after Sinestro. You got Cowgirl and your brother and his family thinking about you. Hal, do you think that Blue Lantern sees the future? Ring sees the future? Future? It told me I see Cat Matui again. And you think that's possible? Hope. What do you hope for? No, not again! What do you hope for? Gansett said I wouldn't be able to remove the blue ring until I used it, until I found something to hope for. But what do I hope for? What do other people hope for? True love, winning the lottery, world peace? World peace! I hope for world peace! Insincerity registered. Damn it! What do you hope for? Welcome to Space Sector 2828, Lantern 2814. I thought I expected a better entrance from the great Hal Jordan of Earth. What's with the blue ring? It's a long story. Yes, all the Earthmen have a long story. Complications come from staying in the same spot for too long. What in Vega? Power level increasing. Grit of Sector 2828. We advise you to move away from the blue lantern. Guardians, welcome to Okara. Although the landscape has become overgrown, I remember it well. And its stench. That's the forbidden forest of weeds. It's dangerous. Not to us. Larfleas, go away. You know why we have come. You know why we are here. We had hoped to avoid a confrontation. Come out with the rings off your fingers and your hands up. A Guardian actually said that. I'm sorry, Dad. Come out with the rings off your fingers and your hands up.
Yeah, I'm slowly trying to process that as well. Like, think about it that you can just read it and move on. Now that you pointed out, I'm reading it again and thinking about it again.
It's funny. It's corny.
Yeah.
But so not bad corny.
Yeah, the Earthmen have had their influence on them.
I know, but come out with the rings off your fingers and your hands up.
Which one of them said it?
We can't. Dude, by this point, they're all just one hive mind. Unless they're Scar, Saeed, or Gansett, they're all the same.
Yeah. Did Appa Ops again?
And Appa. I'm just talking about currently alive.
Uh-huh.
Right. By the way, you do know that was Appa who was the Lantern with Ollie and Hal, but they since retconned to being Gansett.
Yeah.
No. The controllers, they have fallen, and then the light and the orange light is as powerful as ever. The orange lanterns are absorbing our construct, even those created by the Guardians. How about some magic trick? They're eating my magics as well. Even in my pilgrimage to the 9 mystic worlds, I've never seen anything like this. Mine. I knew returning home was bad luck. Yeah, mine. The ring stays with me, creature, despite the responsibility that come with it. Mine! Mine. What do you want? I don't have anything. Mine! Gollum, say, mine! Oh, I was liking this guy.
Yeah, maybe that was the point, that you get to like the guy so that you could feel something when he dies.
Yep. Mine. Consumption complete. Identity stolen. What the hell? Replicating. Gritty of Sector 2828. You belong to Agent Orange. Damn! Hope. Will you please shut up? What do you hope for? What is that? What is that I smell? It smells new. A blue ring. Where did you get a blue ring? I want one! Oh. And since I claimed the orange light, everyone's been trying to take what's mine. And the more someone sees, the more someone wants something they want, and the more they want it. Well, they can't have it. Not a single ring. They're all mine. So listen to me. This is your only warning. Go away! Stay out! Or suffer the same fate as my orange lanterns of Sector 2826. The poor, pathetic Glomulus. Oh, and I like this. We're actually getting his origin.
Oh.
Oh, apparently he was a pet for this girl.
Oh.
Who was always meant to clean everything.
Oh, like the
He's a cleaner slug. He's a cleaner slug.
Yeah, I just remember. I recently, when I was redoing my avatars, I had Rick and Morty play in the background. There was a garbage gooper that thing that was in. It's basically that.
Yep. He's not on the menu. Oh, yum. Uh-oh. And then, of course, he was tossed off then after that.
Oh.
Oh. I like that, again, giving the origin of them.
Hmm.
The secret pact. Are you hungry, Green Lantern? I can smell him, but I can't see him. I'm always hungry. You interrupted my dinner, Green Lantern. Roasted hagglebees, steamed riproot, and for dessert, Lorfile bug pudding pie. My host looks like a boar crossed with one of the Muppets. The furry one was that who eggs out with chickens. I always liked the frog. Like, who are you? Me? I am the owner of everything you see. Almost everything. Except that. You're the leader of the Orange Lanterns? As I proclaimed, I am the owner. The Orange Lanterns belong to me. I think I prefer doing this voice over the goofball one because it matches his threat. But yet still has a bit of a goof to it.
Yeah, it depends on the material. The voice the voice with the material. It's a perfect cacophony of the tone that requires the scene is in.
Yeah. I made them. They are identities I stole from the fools and thieves who crossed my path and never lived to tell the tale. I am Larfleet, Agent Orange, to those who wield the power of the emotional spectrum, like you, the ones who wield two, green and blue. I have tasted a green ring many times before, but I have never tasted one such as this. It glows so softly. It hums a sweet sound. What is it? And what is it? Full of lantern of two. Hope. What do you hope for? Hope. And what do I hope for? Oh, I hope for a great many and desirables. I see now. You see why this blue ring is very much like mine. I don't think it's anything like yours. Is hope not about wishing for things? Perhaps the blue ring added to my orange can fill my belly once and for all. My stomach is always grumbling, a most memorable tune of unquenchable appetite, a lullaby of craving for anything and everything. It sings no matter how much I eat. What do I hope for? I hope for the blue ring. Hope is selfless. I hope you enjoyed that. This is the second time someone associated with the Guardians has ruined my feasting time lantern. Give me the blue ring of hope, or join my corps like your allies above. They fade in and out like flickering flames, as if they exist 1 minute and then not the next. Mine. That's because they don't exist. Lantern and Gretty. I'm not picking up any life reading. That's because Gretty's dead, Stel. Saw him torn apart. Then an orange construct rose up like a spear from his body. We need to shut down the one who's making them. This Larfleet. Mine. Eclabiase. Mine. I will not allow your greed to harm John Stewart. Greedy's great in Green Lantern. Brutality? I realized that in the past, my actions were focused on your destruction. I sought your head for your failure to save my world. Now I have other plans. Tell me, John Stewart, have you ever been in love? Sinestro, I trust you are scrambling your signal. Tekik, the Zamaronians have several of our soldiers in custody, and therefore they have access to the yellow ring. It is. We have gathered. We await. I will see you on Zamaron. And then love will do what it always does, my core. Love will die.
Arin Suurskrave?
Ungara, probably. Now, of course, this is that one guy, the person who has been sent to find the antimatter. What do you really want want me to make this place messier than it already is? Messier? I don't understand this word. I will assume it means comfortable. You do realize you're not a threat to me. The entire power of a core is within my single ring. My central power and battery is held fast within my hands. I still have one advantage, Larfleeze. What is that? I have something you want. So let's trade. Trade. I have fed you and I have fed you. I have rescued you from an eternity of servitude within my core. What else do you want, Lantern? I want to know how you met the little blue men upstairs. Words in exchange for the shiny blue ring. Come on, Larfleeze. Mine. Words are cheap. No, mine. Yes, I suppose they are at that. All right, Lantern. I will tell you of my tale. A tale of hoping for things billions of years ago, during what was to be the greatest height our guild had ever conceived. We made a mistake. I have the box. We hope for too much, and we have the rest. This bag is too heavy, Larfleeze. You carry twice what you owe me, chattel. That was our agreement. No man escapes the manhunters. Of course.
Uh-huh.
To the right buyer, the box was worth a star system, and there were so many empty systems back then. I didn't think of it was too much to hope for. The Guardians did. They have chattel. Spat! Another debt I will never be paid. Why me? Despite their motto, 4 out of 5 of us escaped the manhunters. And among our loot, we had raided for Maltus. We found a section of an ancient map. Let me see it, Turpa. You can't read. It was in my bag. You're going to tear it. A map that once belonged to the guardian named Krona. It told of treasure. A treasure that was all would want. By the way, you know what Keith Gibbon would later reveal about Larfleeze's race?
Mm-hmm.
They're long descendants of Nort's race.
Yeah, I think you brought that up that he and Nord are supposed to be related.
Yep. Hidden dip in the temple on one of the empty planets of the Vega System. This planet, the planet Okara. Let me see your part of the map. Larfleeze isn't showing you his. I already showed you mine. What's everyone getting so agitated about? I thought we agreed. All for one and one for... Aye! Blob! The jungle. It took him. Which way? Let me see the map. He didn't find this treasure. It found us. It spoke to me. Yes. You're very beautiful. I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. I'm hungrier than both of you. Thieves. No man escapes the manhunters. Back away from the lantern. Let it go. I saw it first. It's mine. The Guardians dare not get near the orange lantern. We dare not let it go. The Guardians seem to have encountered the orange lantern before. They feared it. The Guardians fell, as did one of our guild, until Block and I were all that remained. Where there were 5, there were now but 2. Give it to me. Go find your own. And it was then that the Guardians ended our skirmish with words. We are not here for the lantern. We do not want it. We are here for what you stole from us, the relic in your satchel. This, the box, is it worth a star system? Is it worth a star system in your eyes, correct? Yes, it is at that. Then give us back the box you took from Maltus. And as long as the orange light stays within the Vega system, it is yours, free from our interference. We have but a single condition. And what is that? For the safety of the others, only one of you will be allowed to keep it. I won, and the Guardians buried our pact in order to bury the knowledge of the orange light. As they buried the knowledge of the massacre of Sector 666 and Parallax. Parallax? What do you know about Parallax? What do you think was in the box, Lantern? Oh, crap! You have heard my tale. Now give me the ring. Wait, what do you hope for? You are welching. You're a welcher. I'm trying to get it off. It's not bartering. I want what I want. Mine. Uh-oh. It seemed like it chopped his hand off.
Yeah. But in reality, next
Yep, last one.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is the most wonderful smell since the spice cider I brewed from Sid. Swine! The rumbling hunger, the song my belly sing. It has been silenced. My famished stomach is finally... No, the blue! Where did the blue go? Where did it go? I think it defended itself, Larfleeze. Did the same thing to my partner. Gave you a taste of what you hoped for. It was a mirage? Bah! You can't hold a mirage. Can't let it be bottled up with Respivar sauce. You lie. You do wield the blue ring with skill. The only thing I know about the blue ring is it keeps my green one revving into overdrive. You created your Muppet Show, Larfleeze. Ah! I'll create mine. Why, you thief? You stole my idea! Gonzo. His name was Gonzo. That was driving me crazy. So Eddie Barrows is helping on the artwork here now. Where are we, Fatality? You could call me Yura if you wish, John. Where the hell are we? Hey, we're still on Okara, safe in a crystal of my creation, among the war between the loveless guardians and their insatiable enemy, mine. Hey, I was sent here as a child to be indoctrinated by the Okaran warlords as my father was. Let me out of here, Fatality. My cord needs me. I spent my whole life trying to become my people's protector, even though it was a responsibility I never wanted. I ran away from the battle camps twice. I was forced to stay on extra cycle on Okara to make up for what I refused to learn. I should have been on Zenshi with my people when it was destroyed. Let me out of him. In the wake of Zanshi's destruction, I was without purpose, so I spent my life hunting you, slaughtering Green Lanterns in your name, spilling your blood, and yet you've never asked why. I know why, damn it, but you have never hated me for it. You have only hated yourself. Stop! I know you don't hate me, John. Doesn't mean I like you. The next time you are among the remains of Zanshi, burying your grief over your wife beneath the weight of my homeworld, do what the Star Sapphires have enabled me to do. Forgive yourself, John Stewart. For Zanshi was not as innocent in the War of Light as you might believe. Ooh! Push forward. I detect the presence of Star Sapphire, Lantern 2814, yet it was evaporating as quickly as the shards surrounding you. Come on, Lanterns! The orange constructs are retreating! The Guardians are about to breach the temple. Something has drawn the full attention of the Orange Lantern. Then let us take advantage of it. But you continue to take what is mine! You hope for it, don't you? You hope for my ideas! I doubt you're the first to create a core of constructs, Larfleeze. I am too! I thought of it 1 billion years ago! Did you? I see his battery constantly charging its ring. It takes a lot to keep its core active. I need that battery. Why does that blue ring stay on you when you refuse to use it? Larfleeze, we cannot allow your greed to grow beyond the star system. Guardians, you break every promise you make! Gotcha! Yes, it's yours. I'm beautiful, aren't I? The battery should belong to you. You fought for it, Mr. Jordan. You won't be happy without it. And that, yes, you need that too. And you need your own guardian. Your life won't be complete without your own guardian. You need, and you could really go for a hamburger right now, could you? 2 hamburgers? It should all be yours, Mr. Jordan. Not mine. It's not! That doesn't belong to you! Don't you dare dent it! It's in mint condition! Get me back into my lantern, all of you! Oh, I gave warnings about waging war against the orange light. It cannot be extinguished. As long as Avarice exists, it will burn. I'm getting tired of your insubordination, as am I. The constructs are retreating into his lantern. I'm starving. Thought separating him from his lantern would separate him from his core. He's had that battery in his grip for centuries, Hal. He's as connected to it as the Guardians are to ours. It was worth a shot. Well, you did do something. Dimensional detonation imminent. You pissed them off. Power level 7,839%. And I'll steal the flesh from your slaves, Guardian, and then all of you will be welcomed into my core. What do you hope for? And give me the blue ring. The Guardians are blinded. The auras around everyone are being eaten away, and my ring is stuck in neutral. I know we'll beat Gonzo down. I just don't know how. As soon as we get out of this, I hope you stop asking me that question. Sincerity registered. Power level 100%. You gotta be kidding me.
Some loophole.
All will be well. Power level 63. As the blue and light flies my eyes, I see it. Power level 34%. I see something. Someone. I see tomorrow. Blue ring invalid and disengaging. No, you come back here right now. You're supposed to belong to me. The blue light, it is powerful. It has recharged the entire core. Don't ask me how I will not bother. Ratchet, the blue light is gone, Owen. However, mine is still here, ready to be unleashed again if need be. Don't think I won't do it, you little beast. I have saved my power for eons, where you have given yours away. I have plenty more than you. But there is no need to waste it, Lord, please. We cannot allow him to keep it. Someone will, our fellow guardian is correct. We cannot eliminate the light of avarice from this universe, any more than we can eliminate greed. It will be the orange lantern we know or the one we do not. Perhaps we have something you want, Lord, please. Perhaps? What do you want? And what do you want? I must protest giving this felon anything. He was responsible for the death of a Green Lantern, grantees of this very sector. But he will be transported to Owen honored, as all of our fallen lanterns are. But this is a time for diplomacy. We will reconvene with you shortly. Outside. Typical. The adults want to talk, and we get sent to the kids' table. So the ring made me see Cat, and made Larfley see himself as a Blue Lantern. And I saw tomorrow, hoping it'd be better, I guess. Don't you always? There was something else too, John, but I'm not sure what it meant. I can't do this without you. Lanterns, you are to assist us in arresting any remaining felons located within the Vega System. Then you are to return to your sectors. An arrangement has been reached. Larfleeze will cause us no further conflict. And hey, hold on. What did he want this time? 2-star systems? Nothing that concerns you. I want to know where I can find a blue ring. Welcome to Odin. Thank you, and thank you, St. Walker. Thank you for so much for the opportunity to serve the light. As the sun sets, it is time to give thanks to the battery. And after my schooling in the ways of the ring, you will allow me to return home to save those I can from the oppression of Evil Star. Evil Star! As soon as your training is complete, sister, you are urged to bring hope to whomever you... Gansett and Saeed, what is it? I do not know. Mine!
Okay, now Saeed had a hair again. That doesn't look
and this is Eddie Barrows doing it. Wait, I got to double check. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Saeed, or who knows? But anyway. Oh, and they found it. Uh-oh. Flash. Of course, we won't be getting to this for a while, but how was all that? And again, tell me, how did that all fit between Final Crisis 1 and 2?
It does not, unless you somehow try to make that Final Crisis doesn't concurrently happen at the same time it's coming out as with the Green Lanterns. You could say that it could still happen in some condensed time period that you can slip in between to happen out of sync with the other stuff.
Again, if it wasn't for the reference to what happened in Final Crisis number 1, it would be fine. But again, overall, first of all, let's go one at a time. Alpha Lanterns, good idea. It makes sense.
Doesn't last long.
Well, it does last a good number of years. It's just going to have a bad ending. But that's not for a long time, thankfully.
Yeah. Okay.
Rage of the Red Lanterns. Good start, bad rush finished.
Yeah, it could have been.
But it was a strong story, but that ending was way too rushed.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe you could understand it that Rage and could have rushed it while everyone else was just countering and feigning the attacks so to be able to manage with it.
Yep, and then Agent Orange, that was a good full story.
Yeah, that lasted a little longer.
It lasted the same, but it had a better ending. Although it was a bit comedic. I hope to never hear from you again. Okay.
Oh.
That was funny.
Oh.
But again, I prefer Larfleeze like this. I don't prefer him as like, it's mine. They're too much Daffy.
Victim of Flanderization. Yeah.
And yet Jeff Johns is responsible for it.
Yeah, he is the one probably who took a shortcut on how to write the character.
Yeah, but again, to be fair though, there's also so much you can do with him like that.
Then he becomes a character moved by the story.
That, but also I do feel it's also because, again, he's been so condensed, and now that he's away from it all, he now feels like, I want it all! But again, for the build-up for Blackest Night, because here's the other thing is, I love the writing. I do. But like we're going to be saying a lot throughout going over these books, it feels more serialized, straightforward, and so many plot points set up that go nowhere or don't go the way they were set up to go.
Oh.
Again, this is not me trashing on Jeff Johns' stuff, but I got to be critical.
Yeah.
In retrospect, there's a lot of problems that we didn't realize until we look back, because it was great. It's like Harry Potter, a great fun ride from beginning to end if you followed it as it came out. But then when you look back on it and you read it beginning to end without the, rose-tinted glasses of being a fanboy and everything, you start to realize there's a lot more issues.
Yeah, it's one of those stories that Jeff Johns, he probably had some kind of end goal that he was writing towards.
But then it got expanded.
But on the way, he ended up changing too many things.
Exactly. But overall, though, again, great. The concepts are what matter, and the characterization are always going to be his strong points. Always.
Yeah.
Can we agree to that? It will always be his strong points. Yeah. But poor Lyra. Why did Jeff Johns bring back the Lost Lanterns just to kill them off?
Well, at least he didn't kill them all at once.
That's true. But
at least he did it one at a time, as some point is that. And some of them actually lasted quite longer than that. I think Hannu is still flying around.
Hannu is, and
Tomar too. Unfortunately,
he's dead. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, Tomar too was lost.
Yep, same with Boudica. I think Hannu's the only one left.
Yeah.
No. Graf is still alive.
Okay.
So Graf and Hannu are the only ones left.
And they are pretty much background characters now.
Again. But overall, though, the ideas and everything, and Larfleeze is a lot better than I remember.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Would you agree with that? Like, Larfleeze is a lot better.
Yeah.
But after this, we'll eventually be heading back to Green Lanterns, as we have the Ring Quest, Sins of the Star Sapphire, and Emerald Eclipse.
Yeah.
We got a lot more. That's going to take like 2 episodes to cover.
Yeah. And this was already this long.
This one was long, but also because we went over Secret Origins. So that was one less arc.
Yeah. Good thing that's kind of the fact that I asked in advance that we go over it.
Yep. But I will say though, well, we were treated it separately anyway, dude. But I will say though, the Guardians, their fall from grace makes a lot of sense. They have been basically holding all these secrets, and basically it's time to pay the check, and they don't want to. Would you agree with that? Like, that's the problem. They're hoping to keep everything secret, and then when it doesn't go their way, they can't handle it.
It's unfortunate, but that's what it is.
But yeah, any other thoughts you want to give on all these?
Consider also those with Hal's thoughts about seeing Sinestro as a former friend that he had fall out. There was also the whole point of there were more flashbacks that are kind of expanded the like two scenes in Secret Origin about how after they came out of talking with the Guardians.
Yeah.
And that moment that he talked back to and that he almost reached his own ring, and then agreed that good work, rookie, and then jumped to the other. You probably think Jeff Johns was planning to do some kind of follow up that there or some.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially showing that, for example, he stood up for Sinestro as opposed to condemning him.
Yeah, that would have been interesting to see how in contrast to Emerald Dawn.
Yeah,
and there was also they still went to kind of last that Sinestro kind of knows still how to push Hal's buttons.
Yep.
But still he showcased and expressed what felt like genuine pride in having made Hal be who he is today.
Definitely. But let's agree, though. Unfortunately, there is a lot that they couldn't get through. Unfortunately, during a lot of this, like you had, because I can see why things got away from Jeff Johns. He eventually had to do, like, he led the Blackest Night, which led the Brightest Day, and then that led to the Green Lantern War of the Green Lanterns.
Yeah, and
then that led to Rebirth.
Yeah,
which eventually led to the fall of the Guardians and all that.
Yeah, and he was also then started writing Flash at the same time.
Yep, yeah, that, and then Justice League.
Oh.
And then he divided the other books even further, the New Guardians and Emerald Warriors, which we're going to be going over those eventually.
Yeah.
And then eventually we'll have the Sinestro book to go over, and Red Lanterns, and the other New Guardians, and
Yeah, it's kind of hard to think that did he ever actually feel like he was burning the candle at both ends, or was he just so passionate about what he was doing that he didn't that he was just going without thinking about what he was doing?
Again, it's hard to say, but like I said, I think a lot of stuff he probably had ideas, but he soon realized that he, like, as he was working on the catching up to those ideas, like he would do a couple of things in advance, but as he was getting up to those, he soon realized, wait, this could go into this direction.
Yeah.
But, and who knows what editorial it said, obviously.
Yeah,
but
can't do this, can't do that, can only work with this.
Exactly. And then I mean, come on, look at how long it took for him before we finally got Lord Flea's oath. It wasn't until the very end, it was just a tack on.
Yeah.
And now Blackest Night was his a big end goal, obviously. But then War of the Green Lanterns, I'll be honest, that I think Blackest Night ending, as we'll get to when we get to it, is when he realized that the Guardians are the final boss.
Yeah, because already at this point they're
still trying to keep control of themselves.
But not only much.
Not much, yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? When it that I think that when you notice it from Green Lantern, and from post Blackest Night, is the downfall of the Guardians. Everything after that, the War of the Green Lanterns, it was definitely the big push, and everything after that in Rebirth.
Yeah.
So I think that was where Jeff Johnson dropped a whole lot of other stuff because he was so focused on the Guardians and how to bring about their end organically.
Yeah. That would be it.
Here's a big question. Should we at all go over Generation Lost when we get to Brightest Day?
How many issues was that?
24, just like the Brightest Day book. And we are going over Brightest Day. We are definitely going over Brightest Day.
Yeah, sure. Let's just go with issue at a time, or at the pace that the issues go, and just give out and comment on it, and then.
Right. Well, I'm gonna say no because
if it gets too big, it gets too long that way, then just
I asked
cut
because
it in half.
Generation Lost is not that vital to the overall story.
Yeah.
That's the big question. I'm thinking we just keep it the Brightest Day and that's and just the Brightest Day series.
Yeah.
Because again, everything else is doing its own thing. But anyway, that's all we've got on this. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, Pika. Thank you, everyone else. See you guys on the next one. Take care.
And may your heart be a guiding key.